Hello Mummy Badger Army, welcome to today's Beano review vlog. I hope you're all well guys. The Bash Street Bash is issue 4095. Wow, we're nearly at that coveted 4100 spot. I'm hoping they can do something special for that. This week it's all about the Bash Street Bash and how it's the last day of school. Now they're going to have a big party, so that's going to be fun, isn't it? Right, now you see Dennis on the front, you see some of the newer characters and the Bash Street kids as well, and sandwiches made from real sand, and a punch bowl with an actual punch. Love it. Right, okay, so as usual we've got the Beano Boss, which is always fun, and look who's there, my man Tricky Dicky. Have the people in Beano Town land been listening, because Tricky Dicky is in this issue twice, at least, at a throwaway glance. Now look at that, Tricky Dicky's back. Thank you, Beano gods. Right, yeah, so as usual, the fantastic Beano Boss thing works its magic with everyone. Now, the first strip is, of course, Calamity James, which I think is fantastic as always. Now, Calamity James has been on a bit of a roll the last couple of weeks, and this week is no exception. This is really funny. He's got his Sprout Man official costume for PE today, and you think, well, it's the last day, maybe James will just strong it and go Sprout Man for PE. But no, he's ended up using what everyone dreads, the spares. Everyone's nightmare. Whenever you forget your PE kit, that is probably the worst thing ever, is going in the spares. I hated it, you know. And I love the fact that the quicksand there, you know, it just reminds me of how terrible the long jump was. And if that's not a metaphor for how bad it is, then I don't know. You know, there was two types of people, wasn't there? People that are good at long jump and people that are absolutely terrible. I'll leave you to guess which one I was. Right now, obviously, look, Olive's tea has been smashed in. Now, right, and I'm not going to carry on about this too much, but if you think about how bad Olive's tea is, this is definitely an industrial strength teapot. And the fact that James was able to smash it, well done. Right, today, the next one is, of course, Minnie the Minx. Minnie the Minx is one of my favourites and always will be. This week, we're sort of having a bit of a discussion, as it were, on influencers and how one simple change to your personality or the way you dress can make people go mad. And to be honest with you, it's interesting how this has worked, you know. So they've all gone and worn sunglasses. There's been a few jokes about YouTube and a few sort of messages in the pipeline, like we talked about in previous weeks. They're sort of embedding these nice little messages. This week's obviously, don't judge a book by its cover. And of course, don't be bought in by silly famous YouTubers. But yes, here we go. Oh dear. So what a lovely sunny day it is, Francis. Just perfect for, oh I know, water blasters, hose pipes and buckets of ice. Wearing sunglasses. There you go. So they're all up to mischief with sunglasses. And my favourite bit of the sketch is definitely when they, phew, look, we lost them. Look, Slippers is having a kip. Got another great idea. Just put these on him. And look, and the poor police chief wakes up. And wake him up. What's that? Why is it so dark? I overslept. Ah! So there you go. Look at that. That's what I love about that, is because he's literally sleeping, and then Minnie the Minx has done that to him. I think that's great. But yeah, the whole town end up after him, which I think is hilarious. You know, because they obviously all think that they're influencers and stuff like that, but really, they've just put some shades on. There you go, so that is hilarious. Oh dear. Now this one was hilarious, you know, Nashua and Nipper invading the mill, you know. Something's afoot. So yeah, it's mine and Mum's anniversary today, look at that. And of course, Nashua and Nipper, those scallywags, get up to all sorts of mischief there, and they invade the surf and turf. I tell you, I can't believe it. You know, how they managed to sneak in Mum's handbag is amazing. but fantastic. Look, they're nicking all the steak and everything. Brilliant. Oh dear. Billy Whiz is here. Look, we got Billy Whiz. Oh man. Look, there he is, of course, my man Tricky Dicky. Look, there he is. There we go. So, Billy Whiz, the fastest boy in the world. Billy, pay attention, we're learning Pythagoras' theorem. You should be completing your test, not taking a break. Now, the theme also for this week's one is, there's always that one class. You know, everyone else is out having fun and doing all these extra mad activities, and there's always that one class they get roped into still doing lessons. Oh, everyone's been there. Don't worry. Everyone's been there. Loads of classes are having fun, and yet there's always that one class from the really strict teacher where you always just do boring stuff on the last day of term. Don't worry, everyone's been there. But yeah, I've already done my homework for the summer topics, trying to get out of it, and he ends up doing even more. Oh dear. So that was quite fun. Love the meta jokes of the characters reading the Beano, which has come up recently. Why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of trousers in case he got a hole in one? I'm sure I've heard that one before. What is an insect's favourite sport? Cricket. What's a ghost's favourite position in football? Goalkeeper. Which animal is best at hitting cricket ball? A bat. Oh dear, brilliant. Oh dear, fantastic. Yeah, so in this week's Dennis and Nashua Unleashed, which always made me totally laugh, there's lots and lots of things going on with sort of Groundhog Day, where Dennis's dad has to constantly clear up mess. You know, Nashua and Nipper are constantly causing all this gross stuff everywhere, loads of mud, because there's been a summer downpour, and of course, Dennis is trying to do mud water bombs to no extent, like to nowhere, and it's just constantly getting everywhere, and in the end he gives up, and I don't blame him. It's like really funny. But yeah, really freshly showered, cleaning, it makes me laugh so much. And of course there is a spotless difference there, but yeah, I can empathise with Dennis's dad there all the time. You know, as soon as you clear something up, something else comes up, doesn't it? Now, this is a classic dodge from Roger the Dodger. Great stuff this week, with him releasing a year-old egg sandwich. Everyone used to have egg sandwiches at school. They used to whiff straight away, let alone a year's worth. So that was always fun. Eggy Pong. So yeah, Roger the Dodger releases a really gross whiff, which is always hilarious. But yeah, you've got Dangerous Dan as well this week, having a go at electronic scooters, blowing them up, which is always a fun one. But yeah, there's so much funny stuff on there. That was a quick sketch this week for Dan, but it was quite funny. Now, Bash Street Kids, you can't beat it, with Wilfred, Spotty, Toots, Danny, Smithy, Harsha, Sydney, Freddie, Mandy, Herbert and Plug. You can't beat it. And they have actually done really well with Bash Street Kids. Like I said, the first couple of new episodes with the new casting were a bit and they're really funny now. You've even got some of them having some daydreaming and all sorts of stuff, where it's the last day of school and everyone wants to get out, don't they? But you are stuck there with Olive and Olive's Bash. Now, I don't remember them introducing another dinner lady, but you'll have to remind me when that happened. But yeah, Olive and Olive, they're just as bad as each other. So I do wonder who's got the worst tea. It does make me laugh with this bit with the punch bowl, and you've got an actual punch in it. I think that's hilarious. Yeah, that was brilliant, that was. And some 70s and 60s raving stuff going on there. Bash Street Kids are definitely the best strip this week, I think, with Teacher doing his dance moves and all sorts of stuff like that. I think it's great. Banana Man, always great. This week tackles emojis, which I think is fun. You've got Banana Man having to sort out an emoji problem there, and he basically you know, this would be so fun. If this was real, I would laugh. So he manages, with the help of Ruby, to go back to normal with a banana man emoji. You know, that is fantastic. You know, I'll definitely be doing that as a sort of an art project, I think. That's hilarious. And once again, guys, thank you for featuring Eric in the strip at the start as well. Thank you. Right, and you've got here, make emojis. How you can make sort of Rice Krispie cake ones there. That's pretty cool. There you go. Angel Face Investigates is always hilarious as well. And JJ is always good for a quick one. It'd be nice to see those in the full strip at some point. You've got the Be More Beanos, which is always great. You know, I think that's a great way of getting readers involved, and that it's really hilarious, and it really does make the book sometimes, because you know, it shows that people are getting involved. Right, Ruby Screwtop Science is always fun. You know, this week Ruby is the victim of time travel with a loop, and you know what I mean. Everyone says, "Oh yeah, but Beano Town doesn't have time travel," things like that. How did all the stuff with Dennis's dad and then Dennis happened? Well, this is exactly why, because time travel is perfectly possible in Beano Town, and this is why some of the things happen, I think. And there's a lot of different things where people have got a lot of theories on why things happen in the Beano and where the characters go and things like that. And time travel is the perfect explanation. So there you go. Right, here we are. You got a new deal on it, 13 issues for £10, which I think is fantastic. Thanks to that, guys. Right, here we go. And you got Betty and the Yeti. Tisk, what a shirt, so creased Yeti. It needs iron before you go out. Look at that. So they're up to mischief. And Yeti is ironing them with a steamroller. So you got Yetis on a roll there as well, which I think is great. Bring back the board games, guys. We love the board games. Right, here we go. Let's have a little look here. And in the Numbskulls today, they're fighting against a massive, giant duck, which I think is hilarious. They're all scared about the massive, giant duck invading town, which then leads on to, oh dear, this week's Clowning Keris, which where a giant duck invades the town, and Banana Man and Clowning Keris have to save the day, which I think is hilarious. You know, so all in all, this has been a good issue. One of my favourites definitely has to be Dennis and Nashua, and of course Nashua and Nipper this week. And of course I really loved the classic, really fun Bash Street Kids one. You know, it's nice that they have a success for a little while at their party for PE lesson, and teacher gets his groove on, but then of course Roger's gross eggy whiff bomb takes over, almost like a sea of gunge, which I think is hilarious. But yeah, so that was fun, it really was. And I like the fact that they're mixing up, they're really trying to do sort of modernised ideas with all these different things, and then adding in a nice little message as well, which I think is great. So, and of course, Tricky Dicky's in this issue at least twice. Thank you guys for listening. Right, yeah, I think it's great. And of course, next week, we've got Welcome to Camp Grizzly, which I think is hilarious. Will the kids survive the summer? Yeah, good luck with that. Obviously, there's been lots of things with Fear Street and all sorts of stuff recently, which is quite scary. And of course, spooky stuff like Friday the 13th. I wonder if we're going to get some silly jokes around that. I'm looking forward to seeing what direction they're going to go with, or if they're all going to be really bored. Are we going to get some Captain Underpants at camp jokes? Who knows? But yeah, we'll see what happens there. But lots of cool stuff. And I'm looking forward to the camp issue. It's going to be fun. Now, this is classic Bash Street Kids jokes with the sand. I just wish we'd have had some of Olive's tea jokes in there, because that would have made it even better. But yeah, that was a fun little issue today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Look after yourselves, keep safe, keep well, Much love everyone, and I'll see you in the next vlog, video or stream. Don't forget to comment below your favourite part of this week's Beano or your favourite part of the Beano in general. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!